All right, this quick demonstration is going to be kind of how to make a sign and how to make it kind of different to stand out. If you'll notice, I put bricks up on the side of the building, and I want to kind of adorn the top of this building to make a sign to show what kind of building this is right here. So the first thing you can do is definitely vary your line weight. So what I mean by that is come through and almost thicken up these lines, okay, and then come through and shade them in so that you have a nice border around it. It's going to draw some attention to it rather than it just being the side of a normal board, a wall or the side of a normal building. I'm going to come through and do this side. And then that just gives it a little variation. Makes it stand out. I can pay attention to this because there's nothing like this over here. Simply just, even if you don't have the best of handwriting, just try to make the best of it. You don't have to sit there and draw it with a ruler. You could do that same thing on the top and bottom if you wanted it to really stand out. And then just come over and write a little sign. The biggest thing about this is that you don't want to just leave it one thing thick. You need to go back over it and thicken it up because you want it to stand out from a distance. And if it's just really, really light, you're not going to be able to see it. Alright, and then simply on the one that's going back, we can do that same thing to it. Let's just make the back of this wall thicker like we made the back one. So put that right there, put that right there, and fill it in. This is the art building right here at the front, and obviously this is the same store down here. So anything that goes towards the back obviously is getting smaller, as you can see with the bricks here. So we're going to start off kind of small with the S to spell store. And then don't forget to thicken it up so that you can see it from a distance. Make the T just a little bit bigger so that we can look like we're getting a little bit bigger the closer we get. There's the O. There's the R. And then here is the E. Now also you can do billboards. Just simply kind of bring up a little line right here. I like to thicken mine up so that way you can see it. And then bring another one right here. And you just simply draw a little square or a rectangle. Draw that same thing right here. My directions from yesterday kind of getting in the way of that. Remember always to make these nice and thick so you can see them from a distance, because if not, then you don't really know that they're there. And it might say something about, you know, it could say Ford on it. It could say for sale. It could be a diamond ad where you have a diamond and that's all you see. It can be the Ford sign. It can be the Chevrolet sign. It can be whatever you want to, but that's about how you would do a billboard. If you're doing it going back here, obviously you would do the same thing. You'd pull it up here. You'd pull it up here. But you got to carry it back to your vanishing point. So you carry it right here. I'd carry it out a little bit further. That line went up a little bit too far. Carry it straight up. Carry it straight up. And then don't forget you're carrying it back to the vanishing point again. And there's another billboard. So that's 2 billboards. You really can't get too busy on these because the more details you have, the better it looks. So that is signs in 1-point perspective.